What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Wednesday, April 13th, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all very much. If you haven't, the weekly tarot and astrology are both up now, so I appreciate your patience. I know I usually get those out on Sunday, but with the trip to Arizona, it didn't work out. And then Monday was a commute day and unpack, and then Deep Love Tarot, which is a long show in itself, and setting up for that, so it was very busy. Appreciate your patience. Hope everybody's doing well, coming off that Jupiter Neptune conjunction. Pretty special. Oh yes, I do want to move this 1 second. Move that over there. This will make it so that my face is on the right side and not the left. All right, so sun today will be at 23 degrees. It will come to 24, but bulk of the day will be at 23 degrees, which is mercurial. It is about communication. It is about your mind. It's how you think about yourself today. So I think we're really at a place of realizing that we're stepping into this new place and going into uncharted waters in our lives, and being, open to that. And being able to identify with what does make sense in our life. So I think it's a very stimulated day mentally, especially with Mercury and Taurus. Like, we're trying to figure out and understand our values and our self-love and where we can commit in life to those things, especially with Venus and Mercury starting to work on their sextile, which is going to come up on Friday. And for that, actually, I think it's for the new moon. It'll be Venus and Mercury with Uranus in sextile. So it's definitely building up to this, and it's like there's a revolutionary new way to commit to yourself and to bring abundance into your life. And it's through your imagination, it's through your compassion. Unconditional love will bring it in. Mars is at 28 degrees of Aquarius, going to come to 29 degrees by the afternoon. It's like, it's definitely edgy for something different. I feel like, with Aquarius here, we're definitely looking into some kind of a future or some kind of a different, way of identifying. And I think we're figuring it out today, believe it or not. Like, it's like we step through the portal and all of a sudden we're kind of like, oh, maybe I can figure more out. And Uranus, at 13 degrees, well, Chiron just came to 13 degrees of Aries too today. So we're also seeing Uranus and Chiron in their semi-sextile. And, this is an interesting cycle that's coming too down the road, is that Chiron's eventually going to meet up with Uranus. And I'll talk about that more too, but just having them get back to this semi-sextile and be in that 30 degrees is interesting, about realizing this new way of self-love and identification, and realizing, we're all wounded creatures on this planet in some way, shape, or form. But learning to accept other people and see the uniqueness in that wound actually unlocks so much of our empowerment and where we can go and how we can create these things and bring vision to life and really expand beyond what we even ever thought. And Jupiter Neptune can be that, because it's almost like magic in this sense. We've never experienced magic like this. We don't even know. So we're all going to start to figure out these ways to manifest, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it very well if we're not able to commit. And that's the sun at 23 degrees sextile Saturn. Like, if we're not able to commit to ourselves and individuate and link up with like-minded people and have that unconditional love, flowing in our life, which has to be given and received. If it's not, then it's definitely out of balance. And I think this Libra full moon that's building up for Saturday is going to, it'll show where we're out of alignment big time with people or anything we have a relationship to. But this moon in Virgo today is definitely trying to clean things up and get things in order in our lives. And I think we can definitely use that to our benefit today. It's bringing some grounded nature to a lot of ethereal stuff here, a lot of outer worldly stuff, a lot of dreams or envisionment or visions or, just not very grounded over there in Pisces. However, they can be grounded. And the moon will trine over to Uranus, giving us a sense of, like, if we break free a little bit, it might actually feel good, and it might actually bring some order to, it actually might bring some stability and order into our lives in the way that we need, by getting very particular and then having our mind realize that like that particular thing actually has an emotional attachment built to it. We're about to see the moon, finish off with good aspects to the nodes today, with the sextile over to the south node and Poseidon, but also a trine over to that north node. And then, of course, we're going to see the opposition to Venus in Pisces. It's very interesting. I feel like we're at a place of like being really attached to some kind of outcome, but we don't know the answer, or we don't know the outcome in all honesty. And we have to be okay with that. And we have to be okay to just stay steady and pursue and to kind of tidy up and I think bring things in. It's very outer, but like today, if we can bring in what's important to ourselves in our daily lives, make some changes in our routine, be able to kind of like let go of something that just really doesn't want to be identified as part of your life anymore, it won't be so difficult. It won't be so hard. But we do have to step up with the Saturn sextile the sun. Like, it's a step up time. Like, this is like, okay, go dedicate, go make it happen, go build something, go be unique. And don't hold yourself back from your uniqueness, and don't hold yourself back from how you can empower yourself. Work in those areas, and you'll start to see that people can really come out of nowhere in some way to help show you that within yourself, or you can show someone else that. We're all very, very different, but we're all very, very similar. And that's the beauty of humanity. And I think that we can compassionate with that beauty and realize that people do want to go into a similar place and a similar vision and a similar fairy tale as you. Create with those people. It will help manifest so much for you. But I think we're definitely trying to pick things apart today and trying to find a balance between escaping into our dreams and escaping into the visions that we can have. But let's not forget to do something about it. And I think if we are willing to step up and do something and let go of an ideal, but still keep a grand vision, but be okay with not knowing the outcome or not knowing what exactly the final product is, we might just actually be able to let go of some weight and not be weighed down or not feel like it's too much. Let's see what the card is for today. I'm doing this a little early. I did all the other horoscopes. I was just like, I should just get this one done too. What do we got here? This is a cool, colorful deck. The Hanged Man in reverse. I think it's time to stop looking for all these different perspectives. We were getting this card a lot upright, where I think we did need to look at other perspectives, but I think today's much more like narrowed down, much more focused on like your environment, the things that you want to create, and actually getting unstuck and letting go of this, whatever it is that's like keeping you hung up in life. Like, just surrender and then do something about it. Surrender and say, okay, I was attached to this and it didn't work out, or there was this person and this mess, but you know what? One thing in front of the other, one little cleanup here could lead to a cleanup there, and all of a sudden you're not feeling stuck and you're actually just feeling more enlightened in just your own self. 3 of Cups upright. I think trying to find people we can celebrate with and trying to find energy that does feel good. There can be a lot of happiness if we're linking up with the right people. I think that's very important. We don't want to forget that people are important in such a time of self-identification, but it's not about doing it all necessarily by yourself. It's just about being around encouraging and powerful people that keep your vibe high, legitimately. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, we might need a little emotional body armor so that we can charge forward. It is a sensitive time. It's sensitive, but it's also like empowering in the same time, in the same instance. And it's about the pursuit of happiness, I think, right now, and carving out little moments of happiness that you do value with the people that you enjoy, and getting unstuck from the things that are binding you to whatever it is that's chaos or just energy you don't want in your life right now. The choice is yours. You have the ability to change and respond to anything in life. This is a great time to make any kind of response for a life that's going to give you the emotional authority and also the emotional happiness and abundance that you are looking for. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday, and I'll see you all for Thursday's horoscope tomorrow. Much love. Peace.